From here? Okay, guys, let's start. Okay, this is welcome everyone again to the regular daily forums, and we're gonna start with the euro dollar. The euro dollar, we have, like you guys can check on the service, we have about 3 different scenarios, not as clear as the US dollar index. One of the scenarios that we are presenting is a double zigzag from the top. When you got A, B, C, W, S, and then right here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 going down to 129.80, 130. That's the most of the symbols of the count. Now, like I said the other day, like I said 5 minutes ago, technically, there is different alternative here. It's not that clear. You don't have nothing on the screen. One second. What about now? Now, yes, right? Okay. So technically, the most, yeah, the 480, yes. Technically, the symbol of the count is, let me take a little laboring so you guys don't get too much, is ABCWS ABC right here, looking for around 29.80, and in extension 128.74. Now, that's the simple one. What I don't like about it is that the S wave didn't reach at least a 50% of the W. That most of the time that's the case on the double zigzag. That's another thing that I don't like about it is too vertical. Now, there are multiple scenarios on the daily and on the weekly. Yeah, that's only you need to see, Tom, the charts. That's all you see right there. Now, there is multiple scenarios right here, but like I say, this also can be a one and only a one move from here. When you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's when it gets interesting. Because if we take up all this label, what about now? Okay, thank you. So if this can be the second scenario, remember the first scenario is the double zigzag. 1, 2, 3, WS, 1, 2, 3. In that scenario, you need another leg down here as a fifth way, and that's what we're trying to get with the trade that we are in. Now, there is another scenario when from the top, all you have is one move. You have one move. And then you got something like this. You got the 1 here, a 2 here, then you got a 3, you got a 4, and then you got a 1 here, and 3 ways A, B, Z. You got a flat A, B, C. Can become 5 ways. Remember that we were trying to buy the C way, Isa, everyone there? It's because of this. And but also can become both ways. It's very iffy. But well, and then right here you got a 3, and sorry, a 2. and then you got a diagonal here. That's what I say. That is gonna do this, test 32 and test around 34 area before another round on selling to the 129 area. That don't discount that possibility, guys. To be honest with you, don't discount that possibility. That possibility is very realistic, right? It's very realistic. But from the top, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 7 ways as we speak. So don't discount that possibility, because that can be the case. This is a 4. Now, if that's the case, and you got 5 waves from there, then don't discount this scenario. When you have from the top, you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you got the 3, the 4, and you are in the wave 5 right now. That is looking an area around 129 and change, which is the 2618 of the second legs. So don't discount that scenario, guys. That's on the euro. Now, if you take a look at the euro in a 1 hour, let me put the candles on it. Okay, the euro didn't. All you care now is from here. What you got from here? 1, 2, 3, a 4, and maybe needs a 5. That's what we're selling it. Now, this low right here on the lows is very predictable. We mentioned it all over last night. Is the 618 right there of the wave. I mean, look, that's for the new guys understand why this is a manipulation. Look, if you check last night's chart on the server, that was the low that we were calling. So technically, all you got is 3 ways. I don't see it went to the 2618. It passed a little bit, the 2618, but the one that ruled out was the 1-3. Now, it looks like, because usually 3 ways do not get that standard as a 3. So right here, it tests the channel, and let's see if it start getting legs to the downside. Now, in the 10-minute chart or 5-minute chart, it looks from the lows that maybe it did a 1, a flat 2 that went to the 618, to the peak right there, and then it did. It looks 5 ways to me. It did a 3 that went past a little bit, the 618 on the top, and then a 4 to the 38 or 2 to the pit right there, and then a 5, I believe it's 5 equals 1, when 5 equals 1 to the pit. So this looks like a 5-way move in my book. Now, if that's a 5 and it's almost at the 38 or 2, most likely the ending diagonal is the one in place. I don't know if you guys agree with me. Anyway, we don't need to worry. We're going to cover the stock pretty soon, unless this was a flat. And I got to get deep into it later to see if this got a chance to be a flat. Anyway, we got a good position, but that went to the 1.236. Anyway, we got a good position. And let me see the move to the lows. 1 second. It looks like a 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If it's a 5, then the euro is going to trade at 134 area, in my opinion. Or at least a equalize. And then we need to readjust it. We need to readjust the entry. We've been saying all day yesterday that the bounce coming. There we go, the bounce here. Now, on the euro, let me see 1 minute here. 1 second. Very questionable. Didn't get the divergency. So maybe it was a flat, and that's why you got, maybe it's a flat. Yeah, it's not a divergency here. And maybe what we got from the lows is the wave 4 completed. And then this wave 4 ended here, and then you got ABC, ABC, and a 5 ways on the flat. Let me see one thing. We went to the 2618 right there. We need to wait. Anyway, he's going to get to 3209 minimum, 3230 area with an extension 3140, which is this support area right here. It's going to be tested. So we're going to be covered with about 50 or 60 picks. I mean, we about 50, 60 pick on the red. I'm sorry, on the green. And then I see the 5 ways out. I mean, I don't worry about it. Let's not worry about it, guys. Anyway, the entry is right here. The entry is right here, almost at the top. And minimum, he needs to get to the 32, 30, 32 on that area. So we're gonna be 60 picks, 70 picks on the green. So you cover yourself. If it's a C way, that's another thing. Now that's for the euro. Now, something that makes me think that is the ending that I am an unbeliever guy or no, is this. Let me adjust it, because I haven't adjusted this computer. This is the S&P. Me and Jen, we were talking last night that the S&P needs to break down today if it's going to get legs. And technically it's flat, but it's bouncing. Look at the candle that is putting there on the 4 hour on the bottom. So don't rule out in the S&P this is an area that we just posted in Twitter. And then what you're gonna get, A, B, C, then 1, 2, 3 to 1040 area, and then still at 1065 you mentioned 1-3 here. Then if you go 1-3 here, let's say it goes here, 1040, 1060 area should find support. So if that's the case, then the double zigzag is the count in the euro. Because after those 5 ways, the risk is gonna get recovered to at least 1250, 1300, and that's gonna take the euro higher. Don't ask me how. Many didn't believe yesterday that the euro is gonna bounce 150, 200 pips. I did, because I seen it many times, and I even say I don't know how it's gonna bounce, but at the end happen, guys. That doesn't matter. This is a manipulation. So this is the key that everyone here should follow with the dollar trade, in my humble opinion. Now, look at the RSI. What it's telling you. The Divergence, momentum divergence. Look at the RSI, what it's showing. Ending diagonal there. No, this is no wave 3 or wave 3. I've been saying, you guys, but looks like I've been saying all over that this has nothing bearish on it. Not what everyone is expecting. No, that's not nesting. I can prove it to you that that's not nesting. That's not a nest. Of course, in Elliott Wave, like everything in life, doesn't look like a nest. Let me put it to you. But why it doesn't look like a nest? Very simple. I can put it to you right here. Plain and simple. Exactly. That's the count that I like. Why it's not a nest? Because if you take a look at the RSI, look, from the top, no divergence here, and then from here, it went high, it went low. Okay, you say a flat, but I got a new high here. Yeah, the top in the RSI it is. Yeah, that's the top. The B wave is in. The top is in with the low that we got yesterday. Now, look, right here I can count. Let's say that you want to count it bearish. You're going to force the count. You say 1 against the RSI, and then you say A, B, C as a flat. Yeah, but here it looks like this lead. No, it's not nesting from 13.7 in the rough, you know. No anymore, in my opinion. Now, from here, what you got? It looks like it did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Question, there is no divergency. The S&P is not like the currency, guys. The structure sometimes they are not like a currency, as clear as a currency. The short-term currency structures, I mean. Then, let's say that you want to counterfy. A, B, I got a new high right here. Unless that you say, okay, this is part of the everything. And then look, another one right here. This is an ABC. And then another one right here. Another one right here. This high on the RSI is higher than this one. In my book, that's not a nest. I'm short euro now, so I wish it can go lower as much as I can. Look, from here to here, no divergency. So maybe all we got is 1, 2, 3, 3 backs, 1, 2, 3, and that's, or maybe it can be completed. Who knows? 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. You can see if I swing right there, in view, folks, this to be a flat. But it's everything to nesting, in my opinion. And that's the key. I think another leg down only because of the idea that if you take a look at the 4-hour chart, he needs to reach minimum, let me see, the 1.236 inverse Fibo area. He hasn't taken it. It was close. Maybe the move, maybe the last leg, like a flat wave 2. That's what you say? Yeah, possible. I mean, like 1, 2, 3 W, and then, yeah, but you got 5 swings. You need one more. Unless you say 1, 2, 3, and then you break, and then maybe from here you need one more low. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and then the euro is on the way for. But a recovery in risk is coming. I can tell you that, guys. This is the daily chart. Look, guys, daily. Look at the divergence on the daily. That's a five-way swing from the top. Look, divergence on the daily. So don't think, guys, about, look, 132. This went very deep to be a wave 4, to be honest, to the 50. Now, maybe one more low, we make it to the 1070, and maybe the euro and the dollar is, because the dollar needs a wave 5 to get done. I guarantee you that. And I'm going to show you a, yeah, that's a good point, DV. DV is saying that the DAX makes the 5 waves, and now is, yeah, dollar can still make, yeah, but let me show you something about the dollar now. Because I mentioned it several times, and I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning. I know that probably Isaac remember that, because I know he's a detail guy. What do you mean the lines? Yeah. Look, on the dollar right here, let me open the dollar index 1 second. This is the dollar index in the 8 hour. This is the most logical part. Is 1, 2. Now we ending wave 3 here. We should be here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be here compared to this wave 5. But let me tell you something, my friends. I can move this count around a little bit, and you guys gonna get surprised how you can get the same results. Is when from here you got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Perfect. And then these 3, it can go down to here. This 4 can go down to here. You guys can see. 23.6 right there. And then this goes from here. This goes from here. Then this goes right here. This goes right here. And then you take the figure of this one. It passed the 1618. Then this correction here needs to come from here. It went to the 3802 right there. Good. Then right here, it went to the 618 to the pit right there. You follow me, guys, right? Now, this one goes here, and then this one goes here. You guys remember me talking about that, right? On the forums, I know I had done that. And then these 3 right here, and this high right here is the 2618 of this, but also is the 1618 of this one. And then I believe that this is the one, to be honest with you guys. Seeing the S&P now. After this high right here, it can extend higher to around 81.16 if it's going to stay high, extend higher, or phi equals 1 comes 81.50 area that we've been mentioning, and then right here, let's say 618 coming from the 70 area alike is the same level. I know that one more leg higher in the dollar is there. That's what I'm shorting the euro. But I know after that, I always knew after that this can be the case. And then after this, what you got? You got the higher degree here now when you got the biggest one. And then this goes pretty well with the S&P. And then it comes down in 3, and this goes pretty well also with the Norwegian crown, and this goes pretty well also with the Singapore dollar. This goes pretty well also with the dollar CAD. Guys, follow me? That can be embraced there. Do you guys agree with it? I know. Same with the euro, same with everything. I know. DV is saying that wave 2 was too big. I understand that. But we got to be careful, is what I want to say. You got to be smart about it. Look the divergence in saying wave 3 of 3 right there. I don't care about it now, guys. All I care now is one more high before I'm gonna sit on my hands. I'm being buying the risk in the seaway. Who knows? Who knows if you get a euro for 130 and it goes to 139 to 140? Who knows? Remember, nobody has the holy grail here. But this is telling me in an 8-hour chart that you gotta be careful. That it won't be, and it looks like a contrarian sometimes. I feel it. But it's like I got my technique, and my technique is telling me it's a warning. And I take listen, I'm sure like you guys do in the euro, but I know why I'm sure. I'm sure for this move right here, I don't think that short in the euro is going to get to 128. Now, after, as a wave where wise come, let's say that is the other count, it comes a wave 4. What do you mean if this is not happening? No. Technically, there is no land in the sand. The dollar bottom already. I want to tell you that with a 95% sure that the dollar have a bottom already. But I know that the dollar is going to test 80, 50, and from there, that's me. When I see 5 downs, 3 backs, I'm going to sell it. No, not really, Rafi, because technically if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he can get as deep as 75 easily, because then you're correcting the home move. Let's say that he goes 80, he can get to 76, 75 easily. You never say never in trading. That's why you trade smart. You trade user out. Me, after seeing 5, after seeing that he broke below the previous 4, 3 bags, I'm gonna be selling the dollar. No, no, no. The one more high should happen. It should happen because of this. If it's not happen, you guys stop out. That's it. Nothing more. All right. I now got your question. You say, what is the line in the sand? This guy right here. This is the 1 hour on the dollar index. And this is why I mentioned the flat on the euro. Look, when the euro did this money, a new 3160, I believe it was, right? Divi or Jens? The dollar makes a new high right here. Yeah, the dollar makes it, and this looks like a flat to the 23.6 to the pit right here. Yeah, but the wave eighth, I don't like wave eighth to be a flat. You like wave eighth to be a flat, James Lewis? Usually, that's weird. It's either when you see a flat in the first leg DV, usually it's the whole correction or something. Yeah, I think that it can go straight out. Yeah. That's why, exactly, that's what Lewis says. That's why, look at the 5 minutes right there. That's no usual, like James say. This is a flat, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and an impulsor to the downside. So don't get surprised to see a straight out, because this move was in 3, 2 equal legs right there. Look, guys. And that's why I mentioned the flat as a possibility on the euro. Look, 618, ABC, ABZ, and 5 ways down. So the dollar is doing a flat. So that's what I say, that it's a chance. Look, divergency on the last low right here, a little bit divergency. So it can be a flat. You guys see now why I say a flat? Can be a flat. Who knows? Now, technically, Rafi, the line in the sand is this high, which is 70 or 78.20. And then from there, if it pass 78.20, the dollar is gonna go lower, in my opinion. Now, the same with the 4 hour, like I said, in the 8 hour. I mean, right here, you got a channel. And then what you're expecting is, for the new guys, you should be right here now. Look, 1, 2, 3. We should be coming out most likely or here, and you're expecting another move higher. That's where we are right here. So minimum, we're gonna see a move higher in the dollar to, I see 80s everywhere. 80, 80, 50 an extension. We got an extended 3, so I don't, 80, 80, 14, something like that. I need to get back there. 1 second. Let me get back then Another thing that I want to point out is oil. Oil finally met the thing that the object that we were mentioning, that he needs to trade below this low. It finally did. So now, very ugly structure from here. This is supporting DV, the scenario that you're saying, because this looks like A, B, Z, V, and this looks like a three-way move to the downside. You follow me? Or a nest. I see possible one, a compression right here of 5 weights on oil. Look. For me, oil is becoming bullish by the second two. Look, from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 with divergence. So it's becoming bullish there, oil. That's a 5-way swing that also looks as a diagonal, some degrees. Oil does a lot of those things. So, like I say, I know that the bouncing risk I've been saying for about a week is coming. Now, let's move on to the individual pairs. Because I gotta switch days. I gotta switch each in 1 second, guys. We're gonna cover the stuff right there as soon as we can. One second, guys. Like I said today in the room, many traders get too excited when they see the move. And there is no straight line, guys. James was very clear today in the overview. There is no straight line in this business. He's doing like that on purpose. Everyone take profit. That's why there is no straight line. And another thing is, there's always a second chance to get a move. Okay, let's move on now to cable. I want to start to cable as a request for Rafi. Keep saying this is the count. We never change it, DB. That's the count. I see cable lower to either 52.27, 50.74 area. And that's also supporting the idea that the euro got more downside. I think that every pair still got more downside against the dollar. A dollar have more upside against every pair. Let's put it correctly. You say right here? No. I won't go that far. I won't go. Okay, now that we know where we are, let's move on. Let's see the labeling that we're showing in cable. 1 second. I like this. I like 1, flat 2, 1, 2, walking in 3, and down. In which pair? Yeah, I think 2 more lows. Very clear right there. Look. 1, 2, 1, right here, 2, and then this was the 3 of 3, I believe, a 4, and then you got divergency, something like that. I think it's clear right there. But lower cable. Now, dollar CAD, Rafi, I've been saying it, and I'm going to repeat it one more time. This is no wave 3 in my book. He needs to reach 107.04. If that reach it, that's gold is coming for a triangle. It looks like the target at 107.04 is gonna be reached in the dollar CAD, guys. Now, if you see that, then the counts on the dollar is the one that we ending wave 3 with the new high. Guys, follow me? Like I always say, the clear structure in the market. Not every structure is clear. Now, so right here, you got an extended 5 right here. Very extended. Where? Dollar CAD? Yeah, that's what wave 4 comes around. Oh, it's a nest, but it's bullish. This is on the daily chart. Let me see one thing. The daily chart is showing 3 waves from the lows. 1, 2, 3. 4 hour. Yeah, you got divergency. Of course, because you are in a wave 5 right here. I think that the target in the dollar CAD is this area, guys. 107.04. That should be the target right there in that pair. Easily. It's the 1.618 of the first swing. How many opportunities we have missed in this pair, man? Remember, you guys, we were trying to buy it here. We didn't get filled by 20 picks. We try also around here. And then, yeah, me too. I got long right here and we closed it for 50, 60. And then we didn't get filled right here by 10 picks. Now what? That's trading, guys. If you can win it all, and you can get all those moves, I should be in the Caribbean now, which I love too much. But well, it looks a clear 5-way structure here. So this is telling you that dollar winners is around the corner. Nah, Cuba without Castro. I love Cuba. Cuba is the most beautiful country in the world. For those who have never been there. Look, it looks like, yeah, ask Jason in the room. He's been in Baradero like, we're gonna do a trip to Cuba, everyone, very soon. And James to Baradero. So Jason has been there like 4 times, he told me. So technically, I see 107.04. Yeah, Havana, yeah. Beautiful city. Looks like Sofia, where you live. It looks like a European city. I mean, technically, so we should be taking here 107. I know, but the capital of your country. So technically, from here, we should get a bounce. We should respect 101. And if that's the case, then we can see 103.24 very, very soon on the dollar dollar CAD. So I want to see the dollar CAD going to this area because that's confirmed to me that we are ending wave 3 on the dollar. Any other question, guys, about any other pair? Aussie, also my friend, ending a cycle. I think the dollar most likely is ending wave 4, to be honest with you guys. Wait. I think the Aussie, look, it is around the proposed target of 40, around 94.43. Right there, you should get this pretty soon. It can trade as high as 97, again 98, easily. Never say never. If you end there right now, yeah. Also do not need to make 5 waves. The wave 5 on the cat can be this. And also does an ABC from here. Who knows? But I like this structure pretty much. Euro higher. The euro is going to trade 37 again. Don't question that. Easily. 36, 37 even. That's why you like. You like. He said that he likes 29 first. That's why you like. That doesn't mean that's going to happen. I mean, all I can say this, Rafi. After the next low in euro, I won't sell it anymore. I will wait. That's I can tell you, my friend. After seeing 5 waves from whatever top is created, either today or tomorrow, nah, you're getting good trades, man. You're getting good trades. Look, this is it. This is what I like for Aussie. Let me see the short time frame. You did good there yesterday with with the Norwegian trade. Yeah, now this is so far. This is a count that we presenting. It's been by the book. Yeah, 30-50. Yeah, I like this. 1 2 1 2 1 2, and next from here, then you got your separation. You got the 4 right here. You got the 5 to the 2618. Then you are in 4 that coming from here. Let me see from here. It went to the 23.6, and then I see 1, 2. I see maybe 2 more lows in Aussie. To be honest with you, DV, how many you see? I know you love this pair. Yeah, that was gonna be machines right there. Oh, and extended 5 from where? From here. Yeah, but this needs to be your 3. This needs to be your wave 3 and some degrees. And then, wait. What do you mean my first? This one? That's your 3. 1, 2. Yeah, it can be done with an extended 5 right there. Yeah. So if this is your 3, from here you need to have 1, 2, 1. Yeah, but how you should divide this? because from here to here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 swing. You know what I mean? From here to here there is 7 swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, I mean, I like it 2 more lows, I can tell you that. But it's an ending move. I want you guys to understand everything, yeah, everything is ending a move in the dollar. We still see 1 more high, but I want you guys to be clear. We're chasing a 505. That's what I want you, everyone, to be clear. Everyone needs to be clear with the dollar. You guys understand? So I'm gonna check it now, Rafi. 1 second. So technically, from here, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There is, it looks like 13 swings right here, which is motive. So gotta be careful. A bounce is about, is a big bounce is around the corner. That's all I can tell. More than what people expecting. A big bounce is around the corner in the risk trade. That we can get 2 more lows, that always is like that. Any other question, guys? Any other pair? Nobody has any question about any pair that you guys want? Okay. That's an interesting one, Gustavo. I tell you what. Yeah, I'm going to check it now, Rafi. 1 second. The Euro Pound, if you guys, it can be counted both ways. I got to be honest with you guys. It can be counted both ways. This can be this leg that technically should reach 84.24, 42. It can be a flat from here if you want it. 3, 3, and then from here you can get I'm sorry, not a flat. A, B, and then from here you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 as a C-way diagonal. That can be one way, or you can count it, irrespect the low right here, the other count that we were presenting until today, I believe, when you got, this is all you're going to get, and then this A goes here, and then this become A, and then you got the flat on the B, you know, the other one. And then from here, it should trade higher. It can go both ways. I won't touch that pair at this stage. You guys understand what I mean with that? I think it's safe. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, I know we got a good entry there. If it bounce higher, yeah, I think it's safe. Okay. What you mean back to euro, Isaac? Okay, Rafi is telling me right there, he's yelling to me. Yeah, 1 second. Let's get back there. Let me show this that Rafi is telling me. He say that the move, that the 618 here comes at 61.50. So machines are going to buy around that area. Guarantee you that. Machines, they're going to buy around that area. A bounce, 618 always produce a bounce. And then he say from here to here, yeah, that's a good point. The 30 of the whole move is the same level at the 618. That's what I say. Now let's move on the euro to the, let's get deep into the 1 hour chart. Like I say, it can be a flat or it can be 5 way from here. Both way can go. If it's a flat, it's done. Like the dollar index. Maybe, yeah. Now, let's see the decline, how it came out. One, two, three. There is 5 ways here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks correct. So far there is no divergence, so far it's a 3-way move. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a 1 minute chart. Okay, 1 second. Let's wait for the easy now here. You're seeing this as a double 6 eyes. Yeah. Don't you like this? 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, a flat. And then from there, you can see 1, 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 is also possible. This is the 30 and then 5 equals 1 at the top right here. And then you're going to see the RSI when he get back. It gives you divergency on the last high right there. It's very, I like it, to be honest with you, know that I like the double zigzag at the beginning from here when I say 1, 2, 3, 3, but this got too extended, in my opinion. Any other question, guys? Anyway, the entry is right here, so we need more extension to the downside. What you're saying is you're counting that this is a A-way, and you say that bouncing from the 50. Yeah, that's a good point there. I wish it does that, because that's confirming that it's corrective. Because the only bullish scenario is that this is the whole A-way, and then if that's the case, he needs to get lower. He should trade lower. I mean, for me, it won't be a B-way unless it reached 32.30. You follow me? So Otherwise, that's something that happened many times, guys, that we got caught in the short time frame trade. We have to let it run. I will know with my indicator where we are later on. Nothing, no move to either side should happen. Last time I say that, you remember what happened, right? Start moving the market. Should happen in the next, I would say, 5 hours. So it's moving all right. It's moving all right. Any question, guys, about any pair? I got divergence even in the 15 minutes on the new high. So if my indicator gets to the lows right here before making a new low, we will close the trade and we'll re-enter later. Or we buy against the low. Who knows? Nothing wrong with it. Guys, there is no more questions? Okay, got you, James. Yeah, I think that level is safe. Like it. Because with the low standing right now, only the test 78.6 can kick you out. Okay, guys, no more question. So let's leave it there. I'll do the recording in the next 45 minutes. Thank you, guys.